Let's talk about the best community management software this year. So, if you're thinking about actually building a community, you want to have the best management software, not just in terms of monetization, but also in terms of user engagement, in terms of accessibility, but most importantly, in terms of the mobile experience also. So, top software includes Mighty Networks. Okay, Mighty Networks has been around for a while, and the cool thing about Mighty Networks is that it allows you to manage your community through your business model. In other words, you can actually have you can manage actually community membership subscriptions, online courses, live streaming events, and more. So you can have all those things on the same platform. So that's what I call the holistic approach that Mighty Networks actually champions pretty well. Okay, and that's a cool thing. And on top of that, you can brand your community, you can brand your content, you can brand your business model through Mighty Networks. And so Mighty Networks is pretty cool in the sense that you have flexibility, and that flexibility can really help you in terms of expanding later on. Okay, you have key features that you want to pay attention to if you are looking for a best community management software this year, and you choose the Mighty Networks because on Mighty Networks you have native apps, you have integrated events, so plus one-click Zoom scheduling, you have courses, you have live streaming, you have direct and group messaging, you have customizable spaces, and you also have activity feed with tons of content options. So this is something to really think about, okay? And on Mighty Networks, what I also love is that you have the possibility to monetize. So when it comes to community management software, you want to pay attention to the monetization aspect of things. And this is one thing that Mighty Networks actually helps you with. So you can charge for membership. So you can have, you can charge for membership for the main group or subgroups. You can sell courses, memberships, events, and create bundles. You can sell in more than 100 different currencies, or you can even use token gating. And the cool thing is you can also create annual, monthly, or one-time payments. So this is pretty good in terms of flexibility. And you actually, even if you are a mastermind group organizer, you can still use Mighty Networks to actually manage your community. If you're looking for the top community management software this year, I want you to really think also about another product from the same Mighty family, and this is the Mighty Pro. Now, Mighty Pro is just the premium version of Mighty Networks in the sense that they allow you to actually to have your white label mobile app yourself. In other words, the Mighty Pro team will build for you your mobile app, okay, for your community. So they will help you with branding. Okay, they'll bring it to another level. Okay, so that's pretty something that's pretty. If this is something that you want, you can actually think of it. Okay, so this is just the only different, but it's from the same Mighty family, by the way. So this is the second community management software. If you want to really bring your organization a scale higher. So besides Mighty Networks and Mighty Pro, you also have Hive Bright. So if you're looking for a top community management software tool this year, I want you to consider Hive Bright. And so the cool thing about Hive Bright is that this is basically a community management software solution that actually centers around alumni networking. Okay, so that's really the what I call the bread and butter of Highbright. So Highbright offers communities of alumni a variety of ways to get in touch with each other and stay in touch, by the way, okay? It has features like a branded mobile app with push and in-app notifications, an active job board for employment opportunities, and dedicated subgroups where members can find and connect with fellow members with similar goals. So this is really good in terms of this is good, but it's also niche oriented. Okay, so it's not like Hybrid. You can't use Hybrid for your general community. No, it has to be in the educational sort of space, like alumni. Okay, And also, you're able to do a couple of things. But one thing I think Hivebright should be doing better is that basically you can like host live digital events, like virtual conferences, live Q&A sessions, or even live group coaching sessions on Hivebright. Okay, you can't do it. If you're looking for a community management software tool this year, I want you to think about Vanilla Forums, okay? And basically, what I love about Vanilla Forums is that it is an online community management tool that helps big brains add a community to their existing website, okay? So it's not like it's not a standalone sort of. Think of Vanilla Forums as a plugin, okay? So you have a website already, and you're trying to really add you're trying to really have an additional section to their website. So the main community management tool on Vanilla Forums is an interactive forum which helps customers get in touch with the company to ask questions. Okay, so this is kind of cool. However, Vanilla Forums does well as a simple forum, giving its members the methods to publish content from both public and private subgroups and post the questions and polls. So this is really good from a flexibility point of view. Another community management tool to also think about this year is Better Mode. So if you think about Better Mode, and Better Mode, by the way, used to be called the Tribe, and they actually went through a rebranding process. So nowadays they're called Better Mode, but it was a Tribe before, okay? And so basically, if you think about Better Mode, you are thinking about a platform that's kind of similar to Vanilla Forums. Okay, so it's kind of similar because it is Better Mode is primarily a white label community platform that businesses can use to add a community to their website. Okay, so it's not like a standalone sort of standalone product. It is a plug-in. Think of it that way. So in the Better Mode forum, you can organize the discussions into different spaces that members can join, and they can also create their own profile. In many ways, Better Mode is kind of similar to a Vanilla Forums, but with the option to add a native mobile app to the company's app, it's actually a stronger competitor. So something to really think about, especially from a flexibility point of view. This is something really, really cool to really think about. So if you're looking for a great community management software this year, I want you to also think about Discourse, okay? And so don't confuse Discourse with Discord. So this is Discourse, okay? Now, what I love about Discourse, I love the simplicity. Okay, I love the simplicity. It's kind of similar to Reddit. So if you're used to Reddit's platform layout, all that kind of stuff, you would appreciate what Discourse has. Okay, so basically, Discourse remains another forum software that lets its users create a community centered around a discussion board with simple engagement and organization features. Okay, so you have a discussion board. Everything on Discourse goes around a discussion board. That's something to really pay attention to. Now, what I love about Discourse is that it gives you freedom, but it's not really that free. Even though Discourse advertises its code as free, it's not really free. Of course, the code is free and is posted on GitHub, but you would need to pay for a hosting of some sort and have the knowledge to install it. Like if you don't have the knowledge, if you're not a programmer, if you're not an IT person, a computer person, you will need to actually hire people. Okay, you may need to hire a developer, and you also maybe may have to pay more than for many of pay for many of the alternatives that I've been giving you so far. Okay, so Discourse also has limited video options and no capability to host events or courses, and so that's something to really think about. And Discourse is probably best for you if you have a high level, if you actually have a high level of coding knowledge or the willingness to hire someone to achieve a near custom build, actually. Because so there is some kind of investment here. Now, one thing I want to say is that the investment is definitely worth it, because anytime you have an open code, like a no code sort of platform, open code sort of platform. You have the possibility to customize things like based on your specific needs. If you're looking for the best community management software, think about the Wild Apricot. So what I love about the Wild Apricot is that you have actually efficiency. You have efficiency, but you are using Wild Apricot only if you are in a charitable environment, if you are in a philanthropic environment, if you are a nonprofit. Okay, this is community management software that's built for nonprofits and associations. Okay, so this is you can see that the niche is pretty clear. It's pretty clear here. Okay, so what I love about Wild Apricot is that if you are a charity or association, you actually have the tools to build member databases and reach your let's say your donors, your users. Okay, you can collect membership fees and dues. You can create your own websites and you can run live events. Okay, so something to really think about. And so basically, members of the main purchasing organization can also use Wild Apricot to create sub websites with a custom drag and drop tool. So it's like what you see is what you get. So there's no coding involved in the web design here. It's actually drag and drop. Okay. And also, one thing I want to say here is that what I love about Wild Apricot is that the kind of tools they have, the kind of features they have will be awesome. For example, for regional chapters of a national association. Okay, so this is kind of cool because especially if the association has many chapters. Think about the YMCA or other, or even the Salvation Army, for instance. Okay, so Wild Apricot also integrates with many other systems a company might be using with a robust email platform and useful analytics options. So this is really good in terms of flexibility, but also in terms of scalability. What I love also, and I think you should give Wild Apricot a chance, is that basically the pricing depends on the size of your organization. They do have a free trial that goes from 14 days to 30 days, okay? And they also have a live demo. So I would suggest that you actually book a demo right now, and then you go through the free trial. Give yourself some time to actually explore the platform and see if it really fits the kind of organization you run, the kind of programs you run, and the kind of needs that you have. Next, you have Memberium. So if you're looking for the best community management software, think about Memberium this year. And what I love about Memberium is that basically it's great if you run a WordPress website already. Okay, so Memberium is kind of similar to a Vanilla Forum or Better Mode in the sense that it's a standalone program. It's the standalone sort of plugin. Okay, you add it to your website, to your WordPress website, if you want to really beef it up in terms of membership functions. Okay, so Memberium, that's what Memberium really is. It is a WordPress membership plugin that lets you add a basic membership function to your WordPress website. Okay, so this is, but if you don't have a WordPress website, it's not really worth it for you. So with features like creating online courses, getting premium WordPress content for members only, and integrating with other LMS plugins like LearnDash, Memberium actually is a good option for you if you have a WordPress site and you don't want to switch to an all-in-one community management software tool, right? Because sometimes you might be thinking, I don't want to really go through the whole reorganization of my business model. I just want to tweak it a little bit. So Memberium can really help you actually do that switch, do that tweaking. Okay, just be aware that there are actually costs, but the cost actually is totally manageable. Okay, so they will charge you based on so there is no fixed cost. You have to call them. You have to call the Memberium sort of a team, and they will see actually how to actually charge you based on your needs. based on the features that you want. Okay, because the more features you want, obviously, the more you pay for stuff. Okay, so this is important to really pay attention to. And one thing I want to say is that just to remember that at the end of the day, it's all about your ability to actually run your site optimally, run your community optimally. Okay, but Memberium, unlike Wild Apricot, for instance, is not limiting you to the nonprofit to a specific niche only. No, you can actually run communities across different niches. So what's the overview here? When you think about the best community management software, I just gave you the top 8 that you need to really consider this year. And let me first go back to Community Management Software 101. What is community management software? So this is actually a software that provides tools to create, host, and manage an online community for a creator, business, or brand, okay? And community management software contains both the member-facing and admin functions, letting you simultaneously organize the business side of your community while creating content and or experiences for members, okay? So most online community management software also allows for user-generated content so that you can host conversations and build community between members. So that's really good in terms of triggering engagement, a higher level of engagement, okay? So what should you look for in community management software this year? Well, you want to look for things like building content, flexible engagement tools, right? So a forum alone could be considered community management software, but the best software allows for multiple style of engagements, like can be live events, live streaming, forums, chat and messaging, courses, and more. You also have organizational power. So subgroups, different planes, tailored experiences based on interest. Your members won't actually all need the same thing, right? So the right community membership software lets you actually handle this sort of customization, if you will. You also have member management. So remember that a community is made up of members who will have profiles, posts, a location, and different interests. So member management tools are a must. You have monetization, so built-in point of sales, marketing, landing pages, and other business features are a must for any paid community. You should be able to sell paid memberships, mastermind groups, and also online course content. You should have analytics also, okay? So having detailed community analytics about what's working and what isn't gives you the power to grow your community business. So this is something to really think about. You also have AI tools, okay? So if you have that, that's pretty cool, okay? And so bottom line is community management software does help you with a lot of things, okay? You can actually create a digital space for people. You have products, so you can monetize your content. You can productize your content. You also have the fact that you can use the same platform across several industries to support specific business goals. And also, you want a platform that integrates with website builders and web content management programs, okay? So that's something to think about. So as a coda to this conversation, I spoke to you about the top community management software. So the top software include Mighty Networks, Mighty Pro, HiveBright, Vanilla Forums, Better Mode, Discourse, Wild Apricot, Memberium. And I also talked to you about I gave you the overview about this topic. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.